How's it going, everybody? My cup of tea here, back on a reaction video, and we're here to continue watching some more Digimon Retrospective. Yay, yay. Now, a while ago, we had watched Digimon Frontiers, I believe, right? Let me just double check it was Frontiers. Yeah, Frontiers, which was like a kind of a weird shift from like the previous seasons or series of Digimon, when they had the kids basically become the Digimon. Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. Something similar to that. It just went a weird route, apparently, to Billium. But today, we're here to watch Digimon Data Squads or Digimon Savers, depending on, like, I guess what version it is. And I believe it has a movie too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, when I looked this up. Yeah, Digimon Savers, the movie, activate burst mode. So we're gonna watch that too. Yeah, let's get right into it. Digimon Savers. Data Squad, Data Savers, Digimon Savers, whatever you want to pronounce it. Let's get it. We're back, let's get it.
Digimon was consistently airing from 1999 to 2004.
This one, like, Disney got it right.
Different series with four.
This is when Disney bought Frontiers, and then I guess Disney has been in control of this series for a while now.
Different sets of characters, but they aired within weeks of each other.
Okay.
The final of the original run, Digimon Frontier, was the largest departure in terms of the original concept.
Oh?
Although finding critical consensus and audience reaction from its initial release is hard, the original Japanese
gotta read this. Digimon Adventures got a I don't know if this is good or not. I guess the lower it is, the worse it is. Maybe I don't know. He'll tell me.
Ratings consensus and audience reaction from its initial release is hard. The original Japanese ratings were abysmal when compared to the other series. It would be nearly 3 years before the next Digimon series, Digimon Savers, would air in Japan, and the English adaptation, Digimon Data Squad, had a 4.5-year gap between it and Frontier. Now, I never watched Data Squad, but I did watch Digimon Savers as it was airing through uploads to YouTube.
Wait, hold on. So is Savers different from Data Squad? I gotta go back. I'm sorry. I gotta catch everything now.
Series. It would be nearly 3 years before the next Digimon series, Digimon Savers, would air in Japan. And the English adaptation,
okay, no, it's just English adaptation. Never mind.
Digimon Data Squad had a 4.5-year gap between it and Frontier. Now, I never watched Data Squad, but I did watch Digimon Savers as it was airing through uploads to YouTube.
But when I watched it illegally on YouTube, that was like 12 years ago, so I think the statute of limitations is up. I remember liking Digimon Savers, but in the same way that I liked Shadow the Hedgehog. It just felt like a more grown-up version of something that I already liked. But looking back on it, that was very superficial. While doing this Digimon Retrospective, Digimon Data Squad, Frontier, and Fusion have all come up as the ones people consider to be the worst.
I never heard of infusions before. What is that? Is that the EXO War things that we're gonna watch next time?
I don't think Digimon Data Squad is good, but the problems it has are totally inoffensive. There aren't major structural issues, boring characters, or boring concepts. It's just kind of soulless.
Digimon Data Squad has a slightly older cast than the other Digimon series. The main character, Marcus Damon, is 14 years old, and he meets up with an Agumon, the same kind of Digimon from the original series. He's told he'll either have to let Agumon go back to the digital world or join a special government
sorry, I had to sneeze.
Organization called the Data Squad. DATS. More like Dat-ass was edited out of the English dub, am I right, homies?
Okay.
DATS is essentially the Men in Black, but for Digimon. They even have those little memory erasure sticks. They'll receive a call about a Digimon causing trouble or investigate something weird, which ends up being caused by a Digimon. Then they have to deal with it by beating it up. Although the premise begins with this concept as its foundation, the series evolves to tell more of a traditional Digimon story. They meet enemies with increasingly stronger power levels, and they have to digivolve to transform to a more powerful level to beat them. A lot of the Digimon series after Adventure felt like a spin on what you'd expect from Digimon. But Tamers so far has been the only series to take advantage of its unique concept.
Tamers!
The Data Squad is like a detective agency. There should be questions and intrigue. There are mysteries and secrets throughout the show and revelations that may result in a kind of reaction, but there's not an ongoing investigation into these things. Well, at least not on screen. Who killed Laura Palmer wouldn't be interesting if every episode of Twin Peaks didn't involve an investigation into her murder. Digimon Data Squad mentions a mystery, spends enough time to have you forget about it before handing you the answer to a question you forgot you were briefly curious about. Why are Digimon coming into the human world isn't interesting because 1, we've seen it before, and 2, because it's not an answer being actively worked towards in each episode. We learned Marcus's dad went missing in the digital world.
Okay.
But for that to be shocking, we should have asked about him and wondered where he was before that revelation came.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, get some ask hey, what was he doing before? Is he important to the story or to Marcus? I don't know.
To be shocking, we should have asked about him and wondered where he was before that revelation came. Instead, it's just presented as if it were sort of a fun fact. The Data Squad premise feels abandoned, and although it plays into the plot later on, they literally abandon it. The main cast goes against what the federal government wants and basically have to play by their own rules.
Okay.
Which essentially means fighting and no investigating. But Digimon's strength has never, ever been because of the plot, so let's take a look at the characters.
I feel like the plot was sometimes good. Like the Digimon Adventures, 1 or 2 and Tamers, they had some good plots, I thought. If I remember correctly from the retrospective series that we watched. I feel like they had some good plots.
Strength has never, ever been because of the plot. So let's take a look at the characters.
Alright, let's get the characters.
I don't know who you are, but you're standing in the middle of my...
No, that's right. The characters in Digimon 1 had some good characters, I believe, yeah.
turf.
Our main should be wearing goggles character is
Marcus. Where your goggles at?
Marcus is an aggressive little lad. Marcus wants
to
be
dead
the
right there.
world's
You should be dead.
ultimate fighter. So he goes around challenging everyone and punching Digimon in the face.
Like you do?
Agumon gains some respect from Marcus and decides to follow him around because Marcus is the boss. Marcus has this attitude that the best way of going about a situation is to jump into the fight and be the first one to hit somebody.
Typical
At first, this sort of
shonen
gets him
character.
into trouble, but he never quite grows out of this attitude and continues to start every fight by punching a Digimon.
That's
I really
boring.
wish we saw Marcus get his ass kicked at some point.
Yeah, he doesn't.
The
He never
character's
does.
age and Agumon were added to attract older fans back into the series. There's a sort of edge to Marcus's character and Agumon. Marcus has to punch other Digimon to activate a DNA charge to get Agumon to digivolve. When Agumon does digivolve, he turns into a more aggressive looking version of the original evolutions to Agumon. Instead of the bubbly Greymon, there's Geo Greymon, complete with red stripes and a spiky body. Instead of Metal Greymon, there's Rise Greymon with a really detailed crotch. A lot of people don't like the fact that Marcus has to punch Digimon, but I don't mind it. It's fun to an extent, but I really wish he got his ass kicked at some point.
He has to get his.
An
He has to
18-year-old
at
member
one
of
point.
DATS who first tries to convince Marcus to join. She's a sort of mentor figure to Marcus and the other younger members of DATS. She and Lalamon, her Digimon, have this great chemistry. It's almost like they're roommates who happen to work together.
Does she also have to punch Digimon to evolve her Digimon? Oh, there goes the shot.
Lalamon turns into Rosemon, who doesn't have a $500 figure.
Boo! That means she's used. Stop.
Yet. Oh, by the way, look at this slick English dub edit. Then there's Thomas, the final main DATS member. Thomas is a 14-year-old super smart, super rich boy who needs to analyze everything. He's a sort of foil to Marcus's personality, and eventually the two learn to respect one another. Thomas's partner is Galmon, a little wolf creature who's always calling Thomas Sir. I feel like the relationship between the DATS members and their Digimon are more
I want to be Batman who has your parents. Calm me down there.
more of a working relationship rather than a friendship. Agumon is always calling Marcus boss, and Galmon calls Thomas sir. It's a subservient role, which makes it hard to accept how fondly they discuss their friendship. It also doesn't help that the Digimon are huge when compared to other seasons, and sometimes they're drawn super anthropomorphized. They're too human. They could almost just be another employee of DATS. There are moments of comfort and reassurance from the Digimon in other series, which help the kids to learn from their mistakes. But that is not the case here. It's not a sweet relationship. They're work friends. I don't buy it when they talk about how important their relationship to their Digimon is, because if they didn't directly tell me, I would never know. However, there are also a lot of charming side characters in Data Squad. Marcus's sister and mom are fun and have a great chemistry with Marcus, who's like this super aggressive teenage boy. His mom is just super relaxed, but she's also this strong parental figure for him. Then there are the other Data Squad members. You really get the feeling that the Data Squad is a team who all operate well with one another. The commander and the two communication people are fun and they've all seen action before. We even get to see their Digimon digivolve and participate certain fights, which is not something common in other Digimon
side characters. Let's get it.
And finally, there's
Who is that?
A young boy who was lost in the digital world when he was small.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He was raised by Digimon, so he's grown up to have this resentment towards humans.
Oh, I like that. I like that premise there. Okay, someone trapped in the Digi world, raised by Digimon. Okay, wait a minute. We got something here. We can work with this. How do they execute this? They got something here.
Small.
This is
he
interesting.
was raised by Digimon, so he's grown up to have this resentment towards humans. But also, he thinks he is a Digimon, which is why he speaks in broken English.
I hate them.
You know, because he was raised by Digimon, who all speak perfect English.
Okay, well, okay. Now when he said that, now it ruined that. It kind of ruined some stuff there. Wait, then why are you speaking in broken English if the Digimon speaking English? Hey, maybe he wasn't that good at studies. I don't know. I don't know. Hey.
Keenan's partner is Falcomon, who acts as a sort of older brother to Keenan, being a much less aggressive and more level-headed character with the same views towards humans. Falcomon and Keenan have more of a proper relationship. Falcomon often guides Keenan and helps him to realize the good relationship Digimon and humans can have. Their relationship works because they help each other grow. As I said, there aren't inherent structural problems to the plot. The show begins as an episodic, almost procedural show about the DATS team. This time is really used to introduce the audience to the concept of Digimon. As the show goes on, however, we're introduced to a more streamlined plot, which builds on top of previous plot points. The center of the show revolves around the relationship between Digimon and humans on a political level. The story doesn't reveal how everything plays together immediately, but as different characters are introduced and different viewpoints are given, the individual puzzle pieces are eventually brought together to make a more holistic story. Essentially, when Keenan first went missing, a small team, including the commander of DATS and Marcus's dad, all went into the digital world to find him. One of the search party members grew a distaste for Digimon and basically attempted genocide.
Oh, word?
Keenan
That's
grew
crazy.
to hate humans because of this. Marcus's dad stayed in the digital world to save his friends, the commander went on to form DATS, and the relationship between human and Digimon continued to sour. I like the idea of different parts of the plot revealing themselves over time, but the way it's revealed often feels stupidly cheap. The first time we learn about Marcus's father is from one of the prominent Digimon in the digital world. It asks Marcus if he's related to Spencer Damon. Marcus tries to answer, but the Digimon literally cuts him off and says, "We're done talking."
Damon? Is it possible you're Spencer Damon's son?
How do you know about my father?
I am through talking!
Okay, then why'd you ask the question?
Why'd you ask, man? Why'd you ask? Everyone in the show knows about Marcus's dad, his mother, the commander, the villain, but Marcus and the audience doesn't know about him. It's not information the character has to learn, but it's information withheld from him, which makes the revelations feel really unearned. Any of the characters could have decided at any point to reveal this information to him, but they just decided not to until it was dramatically convenient. The plot which eventually unfolds is just this generic story with themes and ideas which are no different than any other Digimon series before it, which is a shame. The idea of the Data Squad is really a unique spin on Digimon. Although the characters are technically teenagers, it often feels like young adults working their first job. But they didn't lean into that too much, just like they didn't lean into the investigative work of DATS too much either. This is a show which should have been intriguing and interesting, but it ends up playing it safe, and because of that, it's only passively interesting. Savers and Data Squad wanted to be Digimon for a teenage audience, but the way it goes about that is through a slightly different coat of paint. The characters are older, they're drawn more realistically, and through superficial means, the story seems somehow darker. I mean, a human villain commits Digimon genocide and then becomes Satan.
Okay, alright. Came out of nowhere there, but keep it moving.
Because that's metal as heck. But when you start diving into the content of the show, it's very shallow. If you take the time, a show like Digimon Tamers can be thought-provoking. It uses darker themes and tones effectively to engage the audience, build tension, and to raise stakes. But Data Squad does it solely to make the show appear cool to adolescent kids who are afraid to admit they still watch a kids show. I mean, it worked on me when I was 11.
For the most part, I wasn't bored while watching Digimon Data Squad. The boring moments pass quickly, but I wish I could say more than just, well, I wasn't bored. Digimon Data Squad is the first of these series I've reviewed that just sort of blends in with the rest of Digimon. There's nothing about it that makes it stand out. It's not horrible, it's just kind of there.
There? Yeah.
And hopefully one day I'll have a Rosemon figure and it will just kind of be
That's the only
there
silver lining
on my shelf.
So from that, I think we're about to go to the movie. With that, it sounds like this might be the first meh series in Digimon, because at least with Frontiers, I heard like some good ideas or something like that. Because the way he explained Digimon Savers, I'm gonna say Savers now, sounded like there wasn't a lot to talk about because it was just meh. Like they had something in the beginning, but they just threw it away. Like I guess the halfway point when they just went to the same old plot like the other series, Digimon series, but just more generic, I guess. So how did he become Satan? That's what I want to. I want to know how he became Satan. That's what I want to know. How do you go from kill all Digimon to I'm Satan now? I just want to know how that happened. Someone let me know down below how he became Satan. Alright, okay, let's hear the movie. Maybe the movie can salvage the Savers. Maybe.
And finally, number 9. Digimon Savers the movie, Ultimate Power Activate Burst Mode. I love how so many of these movies just have these titles that are never ending. Released on December 26, 2007, this movie takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where evil plant Digimon has overgrown the city and taken all of humanity captive. Okay. The Digimon from Digimon Savers and Data Squad, Agumon, Gaomon, and Lalamon,
I kind of like the art style right now,
have to traverse through the city to defeat the evil Digimon, while accompanying another Digimon who looks like a human girl named Rhythm. Eventually, they get to the very top of the city where the bad Digimon awaits. Agumon burns it, allowing his partner Marcus to be released. Marcus punches the bad Digimon because he has a habit of doing so, and Agumon digivolves to Shine Greymon. But the plant Digimon digivolves too. Luckily, Shine Greymon gets the ultimate power activate burst mode. The movie. They beat the bad guy up and then they win. The end. So if you watched my review of Digimon...
That's it? I feel like there was a lot missing from that story. Like, I feel like there's a lot of... Kind of summed it up pretty fast there, Billiam. Are we missing? I mean, it looked cool. The fight looked cool right there. Like, the animation looked smooth, I think.
On Data Squad, you know I didn't totally dislike it, but it definitely was in the bottom half of the Digimon shows for me. However, I really enjoyed Digimon Savers, the movie Ultimate Power Activate Burst Mode, the movie. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a 20-minute short film with 3 strong personalities going to save someone they care about. It's easy to grasp, it's just a journey movie, and it's genuinely charming and fun. Also, it's technically post-apocalyptic, and it's technically a darker story, but it's not depressing. Part of what I like about it is, for the most part, the Digimon are in their base form. They're tiny, so a lot of the action is in these smaller locations. I know I've said multiple times.
Hold on. Let's go back real quick. That was actually kind of smooth. Okay, wait a minute. I see the choreo.
Part of what I like about it is, for the most part, the Digimon are in their base form.
Dodge,
they're
jump
tiny,
over it.
So a lot of the action is in these smaller locations. I know I've said multiple times that I like the giant monster fights, but I also like the little monster fights. The highlight for me is the Gaomon fight in the restaurant, and of course Lalamon using sausage links as nunchucks. It's just genuinely adorable and funny. I was even glad to see Marcus at the end of the movie. I don't mind him like most people do. I think his kind of dumb, loud, and obnoxious character helps to counteract the more serious and dark tone of Digimon Data Squad.
Yeah, because Asta's loud from Black Clover, Naruto was loud in the beginning of Naruto, Luffy's always loud, Winzy never loud. it's just an anime shonen protagonist dumb character. Well, not dumb, but character thing. I'm not mad at it, but he should. Apparently, he didn't get beat up like that in the show. He should have got at least one, like, beat down for, like, hey, stop punching me, I'm a Digimon. Stop it, human. Just one, not two, just one. That's all I wanted to see.
Of course, the film has an environmental message. The plant Digimon kidnaps the humans for pollution reasons and whatnot. I feel like besides the Digimon's monologue, this theme completely doesn't carry any weight throughout the film. It seems like it was just a motivation added on because the plant Digimon is kind of cool looking and they wanted to use it. Which, that's fine. I don't need a super deep villain motivation. Just use something that works. However, after seeing this plant-type Digimon, I really want a Biolante-type Digimon.
What is that?
The highlight of the entire short comes during the credits. Just like a classic Pixar movie, the end credits feature a series of bloopers with the characters messing up their takes or special effects going wrong. You know what? My headcanon for this film is that all of the Digimon got together and made a movie. I mean, it's not canon, so that could be plausible. However, despite being really entertaining, Digimon Savers 3D, the movie, Argomon's Revenge, Ultimate Power, Activate Burst Mode, the movie, didn't really do well at the box office.
Really? Well, maybe it's because people didn't like Savers, the show, and so when they saw the movie, they're like, I'm not gonna watch that. But no, that movie looked better than the show. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say it, yeah.
If you look at the box office numbers...
Okay, hold on. Adventures, is this for movies? Yeah, movies, okay. Adventures, Our Work, did I see that one? I think I saw this one. We covered that. Battle Adventures, Runaway Locomotive. Whoa, that's so low. What's that, like $1 million? Is it because it was only 20 minutes? Wow, that's low. Jeez, guys, that's low. My finger. That's low. That is super low. My goodness.
For all of the Digimon movies, it's not hard to figure out why there was no Digimon Cross Wars or Boy Hunters films. It's even a good measurement for how Digimon has slowly lost popularity with time. Each film past the adventure movies made less and less money at the box office, with the highest grossing earning 27 million and the lowest, the last film, earning less than 1 million. However, Digimon Adventure Tries series did fairly well at the box office, and hopefully that fares well for the upcoming Digimon Adventure film. So anyways, I'm going to beg for comments and likes just like I'm supposed to do. Do you think you would enjoy to see these movies translated in English, or would you just kind of want them to be released as subtitles?
I don't know how good the dub is, so I'll let you guys answer that, but I feel like, I think, because Digimon Adventures had I think some okay dub, except for that one girl.
Have you seen Digimon X Evolution or even heard of it before this video?
Never.
Because I rarely hear people talk about it. I really do think English fans would enjoy to have a re-release or just release of these movies because they're truly, really enjoyable.
Except for the CGI one. They look pretty good, like the action-wise too, like the animation looks nice. Like this one right here, nice.
If and when they are re-released or just released, they better include the Digirap.
Let's go, Digimon!
I knew he was gonna say it. Thank you, Ad. I knew he was gonna say it. I'm like, don't say Digirap. Don't you dare say it. We don't want that in here. We don't want that in here. The only rap we want, the only American anime rap we want is the One Piece rap. Yo ho, he's one for One Piece. I love that. I don't care. I actually love it. I love it. It's so stupid and funny. I love it. Sanji's cooking. Something like that. Maybe. No, I think Dragon Ball GT Grand Tour. Maybe that's good. I gotta rehear that. That should be a video. That should be a video. I should make a video where I react to all the anime, rap, English openings. That would be hilarious. Obviously, One Piece is gonna be #1 for me. I'm letting you know right now. One Piece, anime rap, that's #1 for me. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. But yeah, with that, we are done with Digimon Savers. I feel like that's meh. I don't even have anything else to say because they could have went in a good direction with the detective route because I like my detective stuff, games, movies, games, animes. I like that. I'm still watching Case Closed, or I was watching it, waiting for some episodes to come out. But that would have been cool. Have you being a detective with your squad, with your Digimon, trying to look for clues, trying to figure out things that's going on in the world. And they scrapped that real quick. They should not have had it to where everyone knew where Marcus's dad was except for him, Marcus, the main character. That's kind of weird. Now, the reveal was just even who cares? Satan, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about Satan. How that happened. It sounds like so far from the spinoffs, they had good ideas at first, like a concept, and then they just flubbed it towards the end. With Frontiers, I think they had, what was it? I think it was the characters that was the issue for building up. I gotta watch it again. I gotta watch that segment again to make sure I remember. But because I know they can transform the Digimon basically. I never gotta watch it to see if it grows on me. But no, Savers, no, I don't know. I don't think it's bad from how he was describing it. I just don't think people are interested into it. So boring. boring? Bland, there we go. It wasn't like really good or really bad, so it was just like an afterthought, in my opinion. But who knows? Who knows? Because we got 2 more Digimons to watch. We got to watch Exo Wars or X-Ross Wars, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Digimon Adventure Tri, which, yeah, I think I heard about Tri. I never heard about Digimon, Fusions. Never heard about Fusions before. Is it good? Is it bad? I'll find out in a little bit. But I finally was able to get to this video. Sorry for the delay. We got it though. More Digimon. More Digimon coming soon. So, hope you enjoyed my reaction, and thank you for watching. My cup of tea is out of here. Deuces, everybody. That's like the one thing you don't want your anime to be, which is meh. Either you want to be like really good or really bad, because even if it's really bad or like horrible, not horrible, but like bad, people will still talk about it. Either they'll like hate watch it or like watch it for comedic funny or whatever. But if it's just a boring show or series, movies, no one's gonna care. No one's gonna like mention anything about it. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I thought they would have had something. Because when I originally heard of Digimon Savers, I thought they were gonna be in high school or something, like actually in the school, like doing some Digimon training, whatever, like with like school stuff with Digimon. I don't know how to tournaments. I don't know. I was thinking about something crazy. It was not gonna happen. It was not gonna happen.